In the heart of the Mediterranean lies Sicily, a land of sun, stone, and silence. But behind its beauty, a darker story took root. Long before the word Mafia echoed across the world, Sicily was already ruled by fear, honor, and secrecy. This is where it all began, the birth of Cosa Nostra. For centuries, Sicily was passed from one ruler to another, Greeks, Arabs, Normans, and the Spanish crown. Each brought their own laws, but never true justice. When the island's feudal system collapsed in the 1800s, chaos filled the vacuum. The wealthy owned vast estates, but they were far away. So they hired local men, the gabellotti, to protect their land and enforce their will. Those men became feared and soon untouchable. Without a strong state, violence became the language of power. Disputes were settled not in courts but with knives and silence. Protection became a business. Farmers paid tribute, not taxes. And the gabellotti began to form secret brotherhoods, bound by oaths of loyalty and blood. To them, omerta, the code of silence, was sacred. To betray it was death. The word mafia first appeared in 1863 in a Sicilian play, I Mafiosi della Vicaria. But it was more than a word, it was a way of life. The mafia was proud, cunning, and above all, respected. To belong meant to live outside the law, yet closer to power than any lawman dared to be. As Italy united under one flag, the state discovered what it had inherited, a silent army that answered to no one but itself. By the end of the 19th century, these brotherhoods had spread across Sicily, Palermo, Corleone, Agrigento. Each was ruled by a capo, a boss, connected through a web of secrecy. Together, they called it Cosa Nostra, our thing. They became the shadow government, collecting taxes, enforcing rules, even settling local disputes. The church turned a blind eye. Politicians sought their favor, and the people feared their silence more than the state's justice. From these dusty villages grew an empire. When Sicilian immigrants crossed the ocean to America, they carried the code with them. Soon, New York, Chicago, and New Orleans would know the same shadow power. But its roots, the fear, the honor, the silence, were born here. In Sicily, in the land where the state failed and the mafia rose.